Ciao, everybody. Welcome back to the Bianconero Zone. Again, it's podcast time. It is episode 8, part 2. I don't know where I got 6 from. My name is Julian, and with me is Alejandro Fancello. If you heard part 1, you already got our introduction part. We already talked about it, how our day is, whatever, how you doing. And it was about a review of match day 6 and kind of a match day 5 review. But this part 2, is going to be about a bigger or a more in-depth look of why are we so inconsistent. We're going to look at Chiesa, what he has to say after the match against Lecce, and pick up on what other players are saying that are not with the team currently, but you know what I mean. They're on loan saying, oh, we're at this club and they do this or they do things this way. So we're going to try and get to the bottom of basically why we're so inconsistent.
Yeah.
Take it away.
Okay. No, I named it, like, the title is Do We Need to Blame the Players? Because if we're being completely honest, maybe on this channel we haven't done that so much. Or maybe like
We
the
don't blame
obvious
good
stuff.
players.
Yeah,
We
or
don't
like
blame
the
very good
obvious
players.
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
But when I heard Chiesa speak post game, I was shell shocked. Like,
Yeah.
I was shell shocked because he said, like, it switched to, like, after Udinese, he said we need to play the modern brand of football. Like, we need to do this, blah blah blah. And now we flipped it to Allegri's asking us to do this. We need to put it out there. That's what he was actually saying. Allegri is saying we need to press, we need to passing, we
Yeah.
need to be quick, all those things. I'm like, wow. And it made me think, do we need to blame the players at this point? Are they not picking up anything? Or is, like, you can go out there on the pitch and say, we need to press, blah, 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 and that's it. And you turn around, you go home. Like, the players still have no
Yeah.
idea what to do, basically. But when you, like, I watch sometime on Sky, and they have a reporter sideline standing between the two coaches, and he reports what Allegri has to say. And I'm gonna say countless times this season that reporter said Allegri is screaming to press, play area, play that ball quickly, don't turn it back, don't play it back. And I'm like, what are we missing at this point? Are these players stubborn? Are they not smart? Like, do they not get it? Is Allegri not persistent? Like, so many questions, because we have
I would love to poke a hole in this right now.
Okay, you go.
Okay, so you're saying Max Allegri saying this?
Yeah, according to the reporters. So
Okay, so why is Adrian Rabiot his best buddy?
that's fair.
Adrian Rabiot is the exact opposite of what is being said by Allegri then. Well, how could you be so hypocritical, so contradicting, and then you play this guy?
I don't know.
That's the epitome of the problem.
Yeah, that's what I said. Like, is blame the players as well as coaching, and do we need to focus more on players? But, like, when Rabiot doesn't do that, I'm like, I get it, but he's one player, but as a team,
yep,
it's I don't know, like, it's very tough to, because Chiesa can have a bad game, Vlahovic can have bad games, whatever, and that's fine, or like that's what it is. But when he comes out and he says things, that's what Allegri's asking, and I'm like, I don't see anything.
No.
Like, we saw that against Lazio the first minutes, and we put that game away. We saw it against Udinese, same thing, a bit of preseason, but, like, it's not consistent, So what are we missing at this moment in time? Are the players that bad? All of them, 11 out there, because it's a squad thing? Or, like I said, does Allegri turn up at training and it's like, I want to see you guys press, figure it out? And so I'm putting it a bit, laughable, and like,
yeah.
But you know what I mean. It's not that drill, basically.
So how we press, whenever we do, it's not all the time, right? Because of what you just said, we don't press all the time. It's very strange to see both forwards so far apart when you press. That's my, like, when you coach and let's say, because Atalanta is playing, we're playing Atalanta this weekend. Who's their left center back? Because they play in a back three. Is it Kolasinac? I think so.
But think so.
Sure.
Also.
So if Kolasinac has the ball in the bottom third,
Yeah.
so bottom left third of the field, Chiesa should be right in the middle, cutting off the pass from Jim City, and Vlahovic should be the first guy towards Kolasinac, and McKennie should be bumped up on the right wing back, or sorry, the left wing back, and then the center midfield should come. So I know it's a really boring talk, but they don't do that like that. They send the center midfielder forward.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you know, like, they'll send Fadjo Marti, the right center midfield, they'll send him forward, and it doesn't make any sense to me.
I
Like,
agree.
what's the point of our right center back?
If I agree, but I don't know. Like that's what I said. Like maybe last.
I'm
time I
getting too
said
technical. That was really technical, but like, it's just a simple like
no.
fix.
I said last. I said last. Time, it feels like we want to press, but
Yes.
we don't really want to press. Like we want to commit, but man, let's see. You know, let's half-ass this. Like if we win it
Yes.
back, if they made a mistake, good. But hey, if they play out from it, we cannot be exposed. That's the
Yeah.
feeling I have. Like it's like one part.
If you go for it, you better go for it. That's what pressing means.
That's the same as a goal. Like if a goalie comes out, if you're coming out, you cannot stop. Even if you think I'm not gonna
Yeah.
get there in time, you keep running because if you stop, it will look ridiculous. Just go for it. Whatever. You know, you're already messed up. Just go. That's the same thing. You know, if you cannot press. Last season was bad. Like how many times was Vlahovic pressing and he looked up and he was
no
like,
one else came.
fuck this, man. Like, what are you guys doing? You know,
Yeah.
you're not even helping us, helping me out there. It's to a lesser extent this season, but it's still unorganized.
Now it's just the center midfielder bumping up. That's it. Yeah, I see Locatelli come up sometimes. Like, what's going on here? You're
Yeah,
the-
that's
stay. You stay. You're the one who shouldn't be going anywhere.
yeah.
So going on what you're saying, like, I think he has his own idea. And again, I don't have my degrees, or not, what are they called? Licenses, like Max Allegri has. But surely you can look at how Liverpool presses in their heyday, not now, because I don't think it's the exact same what Klopp does.
No.
But back in their heyday with Firmino and Salah and Henderson, yeah, Henderson's not a good player, but at least they all were on the same page when they knew how to press. So, I think it is coaching. I'm not gonna lie. Like, the players in possession are shit, but like when you're off the ball stuff,
Yeah, that part is
like
coaching.
yes,
The pressing part is coaching.
absolutely.
Like the playing quicker. Like I mean, that's also coaching.
Those are
Like, you-
players.
yeah, but like you
Yeah,
need
but those
to
are players,
implement it. But like when you ask, certain players to play quickly first touch, well, yeah, it stops there.
Those
you know?
three, those three midfielders that he started on against
Yeah,
Lecce,
that's not gonna help. Because
only if Locatelli's further forward, he might play the ball forward fast.
yeah, Fajoli is one who loves to keep the ball a little bit longer
Yeah.
than needed. I get Rabiot is just
Yep.
keep it safe. Yeah, I get that part. I fully get that, but it's tough when you. That's why I'm like it's tough for Miretti, at times because he wants to play a type of football that doesn't really suit what we do, and it
And the other
looks
players.
yeah, it looks off at times. Remember at first that when he flicked that ball into the box and Kostic was like, I'm not gonna run. Was it against Lazio? I don't know. It was at home. Was it? No, it was against Bologna in the first half. He flicked that ball
Yes.
into the box and Kostic he stops running. Like they're not on the same page, and that was so
Yeah.
obvious. I'm like, come on, like you just take 2 steps. It's a tap in basically. You just need to put it away, and that's not helping him. That's not helping certain players. I get that, but at that point, I'm like, if you want to play a different type of football, apparently, then you don't need to keep players like Rabiot. You don't need to play him every week.
Nope.
Like you alluded to. You
That's
don't need
the
to
biggest
play
point.
3 of those type of midfielders. You don't need to do that. McKennie, that's not first touch. Whatever, it's not. He's playing well, but like that's not the answer as well. If we're being honest here, so that's what like the pressing thing. It's saying one thing, doing doing 2 different.
Yep.
It's just not gonna work. If you are doing one thing, you need to be 100% committed. You need
Yeah,
to do that.
no, 100%.
That's what everything like the most basic stuff. Like this channel. Like I want to do the channel, but you know what? I'm just gonna do one video a week to recap the week. Nobody's gonna watch this. Like it's not gonna work
Yeah.
because there's no consistency. There's nothing. People don't know. Oh, it's once a week. They're just not hyped for it. Whatever. That's with
Yeah.
everything in life, and that's a feeling I have. That you can say a thing, but it's not getting to those players' heads.
Yeah. No, absolutely. And again, so you named it, is it the players or the coach? Obviously, it's always going to be a little bit of both. Like, it's never just the coach's fault, even though I love to rip on Allegri because it's very easy to. Like, it's very clear to see what the issue is. But also, it's very easy to. So, like, a guy like Chiesa, whenever Moretti's on the field, I would go as close to him as possible
Yeah,
or around him as possible.
yeah,
Because and then you learn, like, they're obviously Chiesa's first full season back in a totally different role than he's used to. So I expect if Moretti continues to get minutes and Chiesa stays fit, I expect Moretti to have a field day of assists because I think those two players
if
could be on the same wavelength.
yeah, but
Because Chiesa loves running in behind defenses and around the 18-yard box. You saw against Lecce when Danilo slid him in.
yeah,
The one time he got the ball because he got slid. But a guy like Moretti will open those channels. Obviously, Vlahovic, he's not that kind of guy around the box. He's more of a get goal side, and
yeah,
he's never on the half turn around the box. So there's a different profile again. But Rabiot's never making the pass.
no,
Rabiot's putting the ball in the air and he's chipping it out for a goal kick if he's trying to do that pass.
he's not. Yeah,
Kostic is getting the ball and trying to cross it in. McKennie, I don't know what the hell he does half the time. Half the time it works, half the time it doesn't. I don't know. When Cambiaso's on, he tries to link up as well. He is trying to do that. Is his technical ability the best? No.
no, it's
But
not.
he's trying.
It's the idea.
So if you're trying to play on the front foot first time, blah, 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 we'll call it the ticky-tack, you only have like 3 or 4 players that can actually do that.
I agree with that point.
Yeah.
But
So what does he want, though? What does he want? That's the point.
I don't know what he wants at this point. I don't even know
Yeah.
what he wants. He wants a bit of both, and you cannot have bit. Like you need to be fully committed to one thing. I've said it so many
100%.
times. You just like that's how you can. Like I said, you play once a week. You cannot switch up the team every single day. Like we played
No.
Sassuolo on Saturday. I get you made a couple of changes 2 days later. Fine.
Yeah.
But now we play once a week. You play you play a team at Atalanta. You play the same team away to at home against Torino. You don't
Yes.
switch up 3-4 players. You
Unless
don't
there's an injury, of course.
injury, okay. But other than
Everyone's
that,
fit.
you don't. Like you have a
Yep.
week of rest. That's more than enough. You're playing a football game. You're not climbing the Mount Everest. Just chill. Like just you can fully recuperate in 1 week. You can. So I don't want to see that. But your point, it's correct. You want to do a different, play a different type of football apparently, but your actions doesn't confirm that. They don't. Now that being said,
Not when you become a hypocrite and you play at Rabiot. Like it's hypocritical. Like, okay, yes, Rabiot embraces what Allegri actually wants.
yeah,
That's my opinion. I think Chiesa's lying. Not lying. Sorry. He's been told.
it's overstating
He's been
it.
told stuff. No, he's been told stuff that's not true. So he's not
like that.
He's lying on behalf of the coaching staff or Allegri. Allegri might be saying, "Yeah, we want to play forward, fast, nice." But then, no, not when you start some of these guys. It's not true.
Don't you think it will come up to a point where they're gonna interview one of these guys and they're just gonna not follow the script because they're pissed and they're gonna let something out and say like,
It's gonna be
we tried to
Szczęsny.
do that, but you know what? The way we or like something, it's not set up to do so. Like and then
I think it's Szczęsny. I think he's gonna say that.
like I hope we had one Dutch player in the team because he would have said that by now.
Yep.
He would have just said, yeah, nah. Like we can, like maybe that's the idea, but we're not
Well,
fully
Delit used
committed.
to say that all the time.
Oh, and he got slated by the fans. Oh, shut up!
And he left. He left. He's like, "Fuck this."
Yeah, he left. He's like, I'm not doing this anymore.
Yeah.
But
Even our defenders, they can't do that.
nah, that's they're yeah.
We went through their passing accuracy in the part one of this week's podcast. Danilo, horrible passing. Gatti, oh my God, sometimes I don't know what he's doing. He's trying to thread a ball through
I'm
a haystack.
You know what is? It's tough to like. I'm not gonna blame those players for that because they can. You know, they
Yeah.
cannot do it. Like period. Simple. Like
So
simple.
that's
They're not good
fine.
at it.
Just do what you need to do then. Like, don't be superhero.
Oh, that I agree with. I agree with that. That's my issue. What I
Like,
have with Locatelli at times. You know, game's not going for you. Keep it simple. You know, don't
yes,
switch play 10 times and put it away. I'm overstating it, but like just put it in the stands or whatever. You know, like
that's
just
not
keep it
overstating. He
simple.
does that.
Yeah, yeah, not 10 times. Yeah, but like keep it simple. You know, game is not
Yeah.
going away. Go back to basics. You know,
Yep.
yeah, and that's something they don't do as well. You know, but again, we made a video. We just blamed Allegri for everything. I do agree that certain
Yeah.
times, certain like players like Locatelli, when they mess up basic stuff consistently, or Vlahovic for that, like or a Danilo or a Bremer, I'm like, come on, man, you know that cannot happen. You know, throughout 90
Yeah.
minutes consistently, like, come on, you need to be better than this at that point. You know, is it a confidence thing? I don't know, maybe, but you're a professional footballer. Like you cannot mess up so many things in one game. Like
The
Sassuolo.
only the pedigree that players have, so like a Bremer was Serie A Defender of the Year. You expect more,
Yeah, he doesn't look like a
right?
Serie A defender of the year.
Okay, but you expect more
I
because he has
expect
that
more.
pedigree. He has that. Locatelli is a Euro Cup winner, and he was deemed one of the hottest properties in midfield
I agree.
2 years ago. No,
Yeah.
it's 2 or 3 years now. Whatever. You expect
Three.
more. Yeah. Dusan Vlahovic, 20 goal scorer. You expect more. And Chiesa, he's the best player. He's if he's in form, he's a top 10 winger in the world easily.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I think those are the only players you expect have high expectations. And Marathi, if he gets time and he
Yeah, but
develops
that
a final, like some of that, you know what I mean? The other players, I'd have no expectations for. So at that point, how do I blame them if I have no expectations for them? If they're shit, they're shit. Sorry, that's what a coach is for. Like, no, you're shit. He is shit. I'm sorry. I don't want to hear anybody say, "Oh, he's a not a good player." I'm going to go back to this well. There's a reason why he's a bench player at Real Madrid, a bench player at Man City, but now he's the captain of Juventus. How does that happen?
uh,
Don't tell me he progressed through his career.
if
Shut
I
up.
speak, I'm in big trouble.
Yeah.
Okay.
How does that happen?
Uh, standards. I've said it for a year and a half now, maybe
Yes.
2 years. Standards. It's as simple as that. It's extremely low standards at the club, and that's why the club is getting away with it.
Yeah. So you know those 5 players that I think 4 or 5 players that I mentioned. When they're not good, I'll blame them.
I agree.
No, is that yeah?
Yeah.
I'll blame
I
them.
know. Yeah, I blame
Yeah.
them.
But if a shit player's playing like shit, it's like, okay,
Yeah, I've
coach, let's coach them up. Let's like put them in a space to succeed.
that's what I've said so many times. You know, when
Yeah.
a crap player is crap out there, I'm like, yeah, like the only thing the coach can do is not play him because some players,
Yeah.
okay, I think you can prove Agati just to keep us like you need to. He doesn't need to be playing at 100 miles an hour every single minute of the game.
Yeah.
You know, that's the improvement he needs. You know, that's coaching. Players like Danilo, you cannot coach anymore. It's done. Like they're too old.
No, he's not 32.
Kostic,
Done.
like it is what it is. Those are like that's
Yeah.
the profile. They're not gonna change. You can coach a Vlahovic, even a Chiesa at this age, Miretti,
Yep.
Fagioli. You can coach these guys. Certain players you cannot coach, and I'm like, whatever.
I
The
don't
only
want
thing,
Allegri to coach those guys.
no, I get it, but like the only thing you can do is not
Yeah.
play him at this stage.
Yeah.
You don't play him. You know, junior you can coach a junior, a Cambiaso.
Yep.
Those are the players you can coach. Certain players, I agree. Like they're bad. They're gonna be bad until they retire.
Yep.
That's the reality. So I agree with that part. I don't have expectations for some of these players, but as a whole, as a team, as a squad, I do have certain expectations because I watched Inter a part of it. I watched Napoli play. I know they won. I watched Roma. I watched all those teams that are supposed to challenge and whatever top four. I'm like, you're telling me we are miles off. We are not. Like, let's be realistic here. We shouldn't be miles off. Maybe we are,
Yeah.
if you know what I mean, but we shouldn't. We should not be miles off. We should be much, much closer than Allegri tries to tell us every
Yeah.
freaking post game.
Yeah, top four is not a thing if all of our players are fit for 38 games. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't want to hear
You
that.
have to be 5 points or 6 points off the title max.
Yeah, one game a week. I don't want to hear we are here for place number 4. And when Chiesa said that yesterday, 3 times in 5 minutes, I was disappointed because I'm like,
Yeah.
they're brainwashed. They're absolutely
Yep.
brainwashed. I'm like, give me Chesney in front of the camera. You know, even though he messed up, just give me him because I want to hear
Yep.
something different. You know, I want to hear something completely out of the box, basically.
I don't think Szczesny's going to be able to say anything
No,
for
I think he's
a
done.
month or so. Yeah. Unfortunately. But no, I agree. I want to hear an honest opinion. Well, okay, so I saw Chiesa like shake Allegri in a picture. I didn't get the context behind
Nah,
it. What
he
happened
just
there?
he scored
'Cause I missed the
anyway.
game, right? So
He was happy, you know. It was just he was
he scored
shaking.
anyway, like,
That
okay.
was after the
Okay.
goal. That was after the goal. He went to
Okay,
Vlahovic and then
okay.
he shook Allegri, saying "Let's go," and they went, conceding 2 goals.
They went to the most hilarious.
When they
own
scored,
goal ever.
when Chiesa scored, I'm like, we're gonna win it. We're gonna win
Oh,
it
you
now.
thought that?
Yeah.
Damn.
I'm like, yeah, we're gonna be on top. You know, now is the moment we're gonna push because there was a feeling like that goal is coming. It wasn't good. It wasn't quality. It was just a feeling that goal is coming. Like we're gonna
Yeah.
score. And when we got there, I'm like, it's done. And then Chesney was like, nah, not doing this. And he handed him 2 goals or like 1.5 again. But it's like you said, you know, certain players, yes, and the idea. You have an idea, but like, if I have an idea for making videos, but I don't make the video, then the idea is pointless because the idea
Yes.
I wrote it down on a piece of paper, but I don't implement it. Then yeah, that piece of paper nobody's gonna see it, just me. And that's maybe
Yeah.
what Allegri's doing. He's saying a thing, but he's not really implementing it. Then you can say it, but like we don't see it. Nobody sees it. To be honest,
Yeah.
and it's year 3.
Yeah.
I think like you can say this, the club has a great future, maybe because we have some good players, potentially good players. We have, you know, I agree with him with that. I don't think he's going to be part of
Yeah.
that future.
No chance.
No, he can't.
Absolutely no
I think
chance.
after this season, if we get top 4, I think the club will find a way to say, okay, now it's done. They need to, I think. If you just scrape top 4, we get it, Champions League money. At that point, the club needs to be like, come on, it's done. Like, please help us out here. Let us move on. Because this is not
It
it.
will be extremely interesting if that actually happens to see what the future unfolds in terms of coaching and then player personnel coming in.
I agree with that because
For a guy like, for example, we're rumored for a guy like Kefren Turam. It's
Yeah.
not big. It's not big rumors, but you know what I mean.
yeah.
Is his style of play similar to Moretti, similar to Chiesa and how Cambiaso play? No,
No,
it's not.
no.
It's dynamic. It's powerful. It's pace.
Yeah.
It's similar to Rabiot,
Yeah.
except he's better than
He's
Rabiot, of course.
technically, I think
Yeah.
technically.
Do you know what I mean though? Like,
Yeah. I get that.
So what's the direction here? Because if you get a guy, again, I'll throw an example. If it's De Zerbi, example, it's not going to be De Zerbi, but that guy is passing, moving, all this stuff, free flowing. Kefren Turam can't do that.
I agree.
Like,
I
we'll
don't think he's
see,
a
but he
profile.
can't do that.
As of now, he's not the profile that will suit that style of play. He isn't.
This is my point. So
Yeah.
what happens?
I don't know. We need to see. It's rumors, but
Exactly.
that's why I said the Rabiot thing. Don't hand out a new deal because we don't know. Like,
Yeah.
if Allegri's gone, then what? 7.5 for 3 years? Like, for what? For what?
You will be riding pine if the next coach is completely different thought process.
Because Fratesi, he would have suited this idea better because he's better technically. He can move up
Yes.
the pitch. You know, he can do certain things Rabiot can't do. Was I
Yep.
extremely high on Fratesi? No, but I said if it's if it's Fratesi long term of Rabiot 1 year, it's Fratesi long term.
Yes.
But it didn't happen, so I'm at a point where I'm like, good 1 year deal for Rabiot. I mean, good in terms of it is what it is. And I know he gets a
Yep.
GA, and I don't want to like he still gets a GA, so I'm not going to disrespect him for them. But
He gets G in this setup though.
I get that. But I've been so critical for Bruno Fernandes when he gets GA. When I watch him, I'm like, you make my eyes bleed. I cannot watch you.
Yes.
I cannot watch you play because you give the ball
Yep.
away so many times. You are an eyesore for the team, the way they play, whatever. And then he pops up
Yep.
with an assist and a goal. I'm like, fine, but like this is not sustainable. If you want to compete at the highest level, Bruno Fernandes is not
Yep.
in that team. That sounds ridiculous because his GA is through the roof. But if you want to compete extremely level, he's not a starting midfielder. He can come in a couple of games, make a difference here and there. But starting midfielder for a competing team, winning big things, Bruno Fernandes is not that player. Same as with Rabiot. Get the GA, competing team, no, it's not.
Yeah. I think we call those stat patters. There's a reason why they ghost in big games.
That's, yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I'm
There's
like,
a reason why Chiesa scores in every big game possible.
yeah.
So.
I agree with that. So
We'll see.
it's Allegri
again.
still. So thanks for watching.
Yeah,
It's still
it's-
Allegri.
Yeah. It is still him again. Like, and Rabiot epitomizes the hypocrisy what Allegri is apparently telling the team. I have no other answer for that.
No, I agree. You know what? The to wrap it up, maybe I don't hate
Yeah.
I don't hate these players. It's not that when I watch Rabiot, I'm like, oh man, you're also like a shitty person. Oh, he is a model citizen. So you don't hear anything from him.
Yeah.
It's just
I
you know?
hate the way he plays. How's
Yeah,
that?
like it's very blank. Man, maybe you know what it is. It's like I don't want to go there, but like Paduin,
Yeah.
he was in the team. He just did his job. We were winning side. I get it, but like you knew what he
Everything
was.
was cohesive.
Yeah, you know what he was gonna
Yeah.
do. And the issue with Rabiot is I know what he does, but it's not 7 million worth of performance. Not on him because I will take the money as well
Yep.
if somebody offers it to me. But it's the idea that this is what we need. Same for Danilo. That's the captain we need. I'm like, no, it's not. It's not. And I don't hate Danilo as well. I just hate what he stands for, and that's not on him.
And I hate the way he plays.
I'm not a big fan of his, but like the club put him on a pedestal like that. They pushed it so
Yep.
much that I'm like, you're just a puppet, basically.
Yep.
It's you. Could have been somebody else, but they chose you at this point. And actually
Yep.
I don't blame him. He's milking it extremely well because he knows I'm gonna end my career here on good money, good days.
He's gonna get a job in the front office if he wants.
Happy days. So I don't blame him for that because I would have done the same thing if I have certain abilities,
Yep.
And I get that opportunity, I will milk it as well. I would do it. So I
Yep.
don't blame him for doing it, by the way. It's just the club allowing these things to happen. That's my issue.
No, I agree. It's crazy how we agree on everything.
For now, maybe
Except
if we
for-
start winning stuff, it will change.
Yeah, or me being right about Berardi just getting goals and assists
No, I agree with that.
against everyone.
But I didn't. did you want to sign Berardi? You wanted him, right?
I said yeah. I said fucking take him
I
at this
said no
point.
long term. I don't want to commit
Yeah.
3-4 years to. But I said he will get G. Like I said, Kostic will get the assist last season. But I know what type of player he
Yeah.
is. But I knew he will get the assist.
Yeah.
Same with
I don't know.
Rabiot. He will
If-
get the GA, but we know what he is as a player.
If Berardi plays for us and not Sassuolo, we don't lose that game.
Well, obviously.
Yeah, it was a joke. Everybody relax. We'll wrap it up there. Not about me wanting Berardi because I thought I was in a bad spot in August.
You were depressed. You might get him in January.
I need something to help kickstart whatever to play nice. I don't know, something. Maybe a midfielder. Not Kefren. I want Kefren Turan, but I just talked myself out of it. if we're getting a new coach anyway, like you know what I mean.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway,
Let's see.
we'll see. Thank you all for watching. Like the video, it's free. Subscribe, it's free. Follow us on all social media platforms at Bianconeri Zone. And we'll see you next time. There is a preview. My preview will be out because we play Sunday, so my preview will be out Saturday.
Wait, because I will do my preview. I'm gonna record my preview. Yeah, your preview will be out on Saturday. Mine on Sunday morning.
Okay. So stay tuned for that.
Yep.
Again, not sure about the After Dark. Got to talk to Justin. I don't know. He became a ghost because Louisville is currently in season. all of the Louisville stuff, but check in.
Yeah.
Just come to our YouTube page and see what's going on. With that, you have anything else to say?
No, that's it
All
for
right,
now.
we'll wrap it
I've said
up there.
enough.
Enjoy Atalanta,
Yeah.
everybody.